What's up everybody? This is BS for Build. I'm Chris. In this episode, we are gonna go over a budget paint job. Alright, we're back. It's a day later, the weather's okay to start working, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna just do a couple tear down things. I'm gonna tear down the fenders, I gotta peel the vinyl off to get down to the primer. And so what I'm doing is, before painting, I'm just gonna take this opportunity to use a little bit of body filler and a little bit of high fill primer to take care of a couple of dents that have already formed in the car. So like there's one here, and a couple in the hood. There doesn't happen to be any on the other side. So I'm gonna peel the vinyl off and tear down a couple parts, and then start with some body filler. All right, we got all the vinyl peeled off. It left a bunch of residue behind. You can see right here, all sticky residue stuff. Probably because the hood was primered before and didn't have a clear coat of paint on it. So what I'm gonna do is sand everything down, sand all that stuff off, and then because the weather is looking a little sketchy, I'm probably gonna cover it in a coat of primer to keep it safe overnight. So next step, I'll be sanding this whole hood down. Alright, so I'm done sanding. You can see I got down to the metal in the places that I want to do a little bit of Bondo. Bondo up in the corner, Bondo right there. A couple spots over here. And then on the other side of the door, I got one just little spot here. And that's about it. So I'm going to mix up some Bondo and apply it to those spots. Hey, what's up everybody? So last night, we went late into the night sanding, and I've laid a coat of primer on the hood. And you can see I've been sanding down the door. So while I'm waiting for things to dry, I'm getting back into the Rocket Bunny wide body kit area of the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape a line of the rear fender parts that I need to cut. Gretty instructions say to take off through here and about 2 inches up. I really don't need that much more clearance, so I'm probably just going to run this line right above the where the arch of the fender goes back down flush with the wheel. So I'm going to tape it off, and I'm only using tape as a guideline really, since I'm repainting this car right now. It doesn't matter if I scratch the paint, but tape as a guideline. I'm going to tape it off and cut both sides off. First step though, pop the wheel off and get your plastic mud guard out of the way so you don't cut it in half. Alright, you can see I popped out the mud guard and I got this taped off. One thing I noticed when I was looking in here, and one of the reasons to take off the mud guard is really see how much of the frame and the core you're really cutting into. So cars, the rear quarter panels are two pieces, and they come to a join right around here normally. So there's the underskin and then the outer skin. And you need to join these back up when you're done, or else water will fly in there and create rust and other issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut at an angle like this to leave more of the inside skin. That way I can come back in and bend them and join them together, and I'll probably weld that up when I'm done. So I'm going to come in and follow this line right through here, but I'm going to keep the blade at an angle like this. Alright, we're ready to cut. I went and picked up it's called a body saw. It's better than those rotating, the grinding tools with the cutting blade on them. These are going to be much more precise and should last longer, and the right tool for the job. So picked up one of these. Remember eye protection, and let's get cutting. Alright, so we wet sanded our hood down, did a couple more layers of the body filler, and then I did a wet sanding. I did that here and on the side. So I think the hood is ready for paint. Now, I've never painted a car before with legit stuff, so this will be quite an experience, but I'm going to mask off this. Well, there's no masking to do. Basically, I got a bunch of protective tarping that I'll lay over the rest of the car, and today I'm going to try and paint this and the front bumper and the two fenders in the rear bumper, and I'll leave the rest of the car body for tomorrow. Hey everybody, we're just about to paint. We're in the middle of our $500 budget paint job for the BRZ. So, recap of what we've done so far. We bondoed, high fill primered after bondo, sanded it down, high fill primer after that, sanded it down, normal primer, did that, sanded it down. And we got all our pieces and everything that didn't have primer on it. Like this already has primer on it, so that's good to go. This didn't have primer on it, so we sanded it down with some 500 grit wet sanding on those pieces. And what else did we do? We cut the fenders, the rear fenders out of the rear quarter panels out of the BRZ to make room for the Rocket Bunny wide body kit. That's kind of, you know, on the side of our $500 paint job. So, unfortunately though, the wind is really picked up and I'm not going to paint with all the wind being like this, so I'm going to start masking off and wet sanding the BRZ, and then we'll hopefully paint everything in the next episode. But for now, that's this episode. Remember to check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/BSforBuild. We got Instagram, #BSforBuild. BSforBuild.com, and obviously our YouTube channel. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow. We got episode 1 of the new Camaro builds coming out, so check that out. Peace.